All right, so this is going to talk about splitting the middle term. This problem, I think, is fairly easy. Does anyone know the factors right off the top of their head? X plus 15 and x minus 2. Everyone see that that works? All right, I want to do the same idea. I want to factor it by splitting the middle term. So what you do is you take the product of the lead coefficient, which is 1 in this case, and the constant term, which is negative 30, and you multiply those two numbers together to get negative 30. Right? Now, since it's negative, there are going to be some positives and there are going to be some negatives. That's a negative. So we're tussling against each other. Some things working positive, some things working negative. So I want factors of 30, which differ, the signs are different, which differ by 13. The middle term has to be 13. And I think that comes actually fairly quickly to us. We're going to need 15 to be positive, and we're going to need the 2 to be negative. Right? Now we're going to split, using those two numbers, we're going to split the middle term into x squared plus 15x minus 2x minus 30. The same problem is now, we've taken the 13, we've split it into 15 and minus 2. Right? And now we're going to factor. What's common in these two? We can pull out an x. And we're going to be left with x plus 15. What's common in the second two? Let's pull out the negative 2. And that would leave us x plus 15. And now we have two terms, and in each of the two terms there's an x plus 15. So we're going to pull out the x plus 15, and that leaves us the x minus 2, which is the same answer we got kind of by inspection with the first method. Right?
But doesn't that just, like, we already know that's 15
Right.
and 2 up there, so
That's
doesn't
right.
that just make it longer?
That makes it longer, and obviously if you can just look at it quickly and see what the factors are, that's what you should do. But the method works, this splitting the middle term works, even for one we did by inspection quickly. This one, well, not so much. People looking at it and you're saying you're confused. So let's see if, instead of guessing and guessing and guessing for a long time, and maybe getting it fast, and maybe not getting it, let's see if we can use the idea of splitting the middle term. So I took the lead coefficient, and I multiplied it by the constant term, and 6 times 15 is 90. That's good. So now I'm looking for factors of 90. What are the signs going to be? The product is positive, but they add up to a negative, so we're going to have a negative and a negative. Right? So I'm looking for factors of 90, which add up to some negatives and some more negatives, where my target number is 26. Right? They have to add up to 26. So here's where you can get confused, but let's just look at the factors of 90. It's 2 times 45, and 45 is 5 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. Right? So I want to take some of these factors and put on one side, and some of the factors and put on the other side, and I want the total of the factors to add up to 26. So let's see. If we did, well, 10 and 9, that's 19. If we did 15 and 6, that's not 26. So can we get 26? Well, 9, 18, and 5 make not 26. I'm having trouble getting all the way to 26. Anyone see something that's going to add to 26? Yeah. We're stuck, huh? So this one looks like we're not going to get it. Non-factorable. Well, wouldn't you know it? You gave me something that's a non-factorable.
That's why I gave it to you. It's hard.
So let's try another one. Does someone have someone that works?
Oh, okay.
79, 2x squared minus 11x
2x squared minus 11x
Minus 40.
minus 40. Let's see if this one's any better. So the lead coefficient is 2. We're going to multiply it by negative 40. So the target number is negative 80. All right, so now there are going to be some positives and some negatives in this case. We want the factors of negative 80 to be different by 11. So we're going to split up 80. 2 times 40, which is 2 times 20, which is 2 times 10, which is 2 times 5. Right? And now let's split. We have to have them split and add up to, separate, different signs. So they have to be different by 11. Well, 2 times 2 times 2 is, 4 2's rather, multiplied together is 16. And 5 are different by 11. Right? I want the 16 to win because the middle term has to be negative, so it's negative 16 and 5 be positive, right? So there's the answer in terms of the way it's going to fall, but now let's split up the middle term. So this is 2x squared. It's going to be minus 16x plus 5x. That's going to give us the negative 11x minus 40. And now we just figure out what's common in each of these pairings. What's common in the first two? 2 and x. So we have an x minus 8. And we're hoping to see an x minus 8 as we pull out from here. What can we pull out?
5.
A 5. And we do get the x minus 8, which means there's an x minus 8 in both of the terms. Let's pull it out, and we're left with the 2x plus 5. Right? So there is no guesswork. It's a bunch of go and get it, and that works out. When you get to this point with one that doesn't work, you're going to have trouble. You're still going to have to do some guesswork, but I think it's not quite the same work with the pairings. It's not as complicated. You've simplified it a little bit, and if it's straightforward and easy, and you can go directly to the factoring, well, fine. Just go directly to the factoring. All right. I'm going to stop the recording there because it tells you the basic ideas. We're going to practice it some more. Okay?